TOZO sent me their open earrings, so let's check them out. Inside the box, we have these two booklets, which include the user manual and the quick start guide. There's also going to be a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, and finally the open earrings themselves. This is pretty interesting because it does have a screen, so we can actually see what the battery life is of these headphones, which is 100%. And I get this by clicking the button on the back here. On top of that, we also do have a USB-C port to charge it, and they're saying just for good sound. Taking a look at the inside, we get both of the open earrings. They come right off. So these are probably the most unique earbuds I'm testing out, and hopefully they sound really good. Now, it comes in this two-part design. One of it is going to be the speaker hole itself, so this is what's going to face inside your ear, and the other part is going to be on the outside of the ear, and this also has a touch control right over here, followed by an indicator light, and the charging pins at the bottom. Now, if I accidentally switch these up and I don't know which is left, which is right, the way to tell is by actually looking at the inside here, and you'll be able to see the letter. So I believe this is R for right. And another thing too is when I do try to put them in the charging case, so if I try to put the right one on the left side, it's not gonna let me. As you can see, it doesn't fully hold in place. And when I go on the other side, it attaches nice and firm. So connecting these via Bluetooth are pretty easy. I turned on Bluetooth on my phone, made sure to take out both earrings, and then at the bottom here we could see other devices, TOZO Open EarRng, and then it'll connect, and there we go. So now these are currently connected on my iPhone. So these open earrings feel a little bit weird just because I'm used to using either direct earbuds inside the ear canal or over the ear headphones or even conduction headphones, but these, it's like a different strange feeling. It's not bothersome, but I know something is there, and as the name suggests, these just look like earrings. Now the touch control is working most of the time, and I'd say that's because of user error, because when I tap it, I can tap it inaccurately. I can tap it on the top side or on the side, which is why, again, I just prefer doing like this, and then I'm always gonna touch it correctly. This is a more comfortable position versus just using my index like this. Now TOZO also has an app for these open earrings where you can customize the EQ and some other settings and some additional things that I didn't even know these applications had. So starting off with the front, I already connected my earbuds, I registered, so I had to make an account for this, and here we could see the cool little animation of the earbuds going up and down. Battery percentage is currently still at 100, and right here in the middle I could change my EQ. So currently it's at standard, and there's a lot of different options: bass plus, bass minus, classical, dance, and R&B. Now this looks pretty cluttered, so I wanted to delete some of these that I might not want. Like let's say, let's go to maybe heavy metal. Yeah, and I can't delete anything. As you see, this is going to be blocked off over here. But what we can do is customize the EQ. So if I click over here, you can see all these different bars show up, so I can change the different levels. And if I want this to be a setting, I could press save and then save it whatever I want it to be. Save, and there, now it shows up all the way at the bottom, 1, 2, 3. And if I want, I can delete that preset just like so, and there, we're back to the original ones it comes with. Now going back, we're going to have product section. So this is basically going to display every single product that TOZO has, so other headphones and a bunch of other things too. There's also going to be a community, which I didn't know the application had. So you can see what other people posted. So 14 minutes ago, this user posted this photo, and then here you can basically see what people are posting throughout the app. And if I want, I can interact with the post. I can give it a like, I can put a comment, I can do whatever I want there. And then EQ zone. So if I'm interested in what somebody did, I can click on it, and then I can press the tryout button. Back over here to following, and then there I can see who I'm following, which in this case is nobody. And then messages. Comments, likes, new followers, system activity notice, and customer service. And now time for the AI section. So I'd say the most useful parts about this would be the mutual translation and the simultaneous interpretation. So if you're speaking with somebody in a different language and you want it to translate, you could do that here. Unfortunately, the only things that we can currently do is going to be from English to simplified Chinese or simplified Chinese to English. And in this case, this conversation I was having was me trying to speak a little bit Chinese and then seeing if the translation worked, which it did at times, but I don't know a lot. Ni hao ma. And it does take a few seconds for this to load. And there, ni hao ma. Yeah, and then I can hear myself talking there, and then hear the translation. Hello, how are you? So it said it pretty fast. And if I want to switch it over, so if I want it translated to a simplified Chinese, I can just say anything I want. So hello, I'm currently testing out these TOZO Open EarRng headphones. All right, and there. So hello, I'm currently testing out these TOZO Open EarRng headphones. So it didn't exactly get what I got, meant to be TOZO, but that's fine. And then here I could hear.
目前正在测试这些 TOZO 开放式耳机。
And on top of that, there's also going to be mutual translation. So if you're somebody face-to-face and you want that to happen, you can just hold the speak and basically the same thing as before. And some other things too you have are going to be meeting recordings and AI chat. So I didn't really mess with the chat, but I'm guessing this would be kind of like a chat GPT in a way. And then scrolling at the bottom, there's going to be some nature sounds. So if you want some soothing, relaxing, hypnotic, or absolute music from different places like, let's see, wind, birds, rain, thunderstorms, you can do that. And when I click onto it, you can see this is going to be for 3 minutes, but I can set a timer for it to keep playing for, let's say, like 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, it'll stop playing and then I can just pause it. Or let's see, and for some reason the touch controls aren't working with this, so I can't play, I can't pause it, so the only way to stop the music is just by pressing it on the phone directly on the app. And then finally we're going to have the My TOZO section, so we can see what my name is, my likes, my following, my followers, and then some other stuff here. So far I'm over the 4-hour mark with these earbuds in. The battery percentage is about 44%. I've been using them on and off for phone calls and then for some music and then when I was working on the computer. Right now, I'm going to go to the gym and then go for a jog with these and see how they feel, and I'll give you an update then. All right, so it's been about an hour. I finished working out leg day, and so these earbuds dropped to around 30 and 35%. So now it's time to go for a quick jog, about 20 minutes, and then see how much these end up draining afterwards. All right, it's kind of windy, so good thing I brought my hoodie. All right, halfway there, 10 minutes left. All right, so it's been a little over 20 minutes, but I'm not there yet. So I have about 1/10 of a mile to go and should be good. Almost there. All right, done. So I just finished my jog. It's currently 4:02 p.m., which means I just hit over the 6-hour mark of having these earrings on. And the right one's at 29% and the left one is at 30%. So it's 6:22 p.m. and these headphones, these earrings ended up dying at 7 hours and 52 minutes. Now keep in mind, this doesn't include constantly being played. I was using it every now and then. I was using it while working out, while running, while answering calls, listening to music, to YouTube videos. So I'm not sure how many hours that might be of continuous play. Now, as far as comfort goes, the right ear didn't bother me at all. Like everything was fine. I just kept it on. I moved it like a little just to see, if anything happened, and it was good. Now where I did see an issue would be on my left ear. About an hour and a half in, that's when I started moving it a little bit just because I started feeling a little bit pressure. So I kind of moved it out, then put it back in. And then afterwards when I was at the gym, same thing happened. I just readjusted a bit. And right now as I'm adjusting it, I do feel some maybe like some soreness from it. So yeah, I could take it off and then just feeling my ear. Yeah, I think there is like a little sensitivity on it, but it definitely feels a lot better now that I have it off. And now for the right ear. Okay, yeah, the right ear handled it, yeah, like a boss. There's nothing wrong with it. This feels perfectly fine. So because it was still inside my ear, there is gonna be a little bit residual kind of earwax in a way. It's a little bit shiny that I see, so this can just be wiped off. And now they can be put back inside the case. And once again, yeah, if I put it on the wrong side, it's not gonna fully clip in place. So it goes right there, and this one goes right here. And there we could see 100%, and 100% is referring to the charging case. And as I'm watching this video, I checked back on the headphones themselves, and the case is currently at 63%, and both ear rings are fully charged back to 100, so I can use them again for tomorrow. And here we can see the cool animation for the right and left ears. Now, as far as sound quality goes, I have no complaints with it. You have a bunch of different presets. You can customize the EQ. Now, one thing that I did notice with these is that I did have to increase the volume a little bit more just to be able to hear more than what I'm used to. So normally with some like AirPods, I would have it maybe like at 50, 60, maybe 70%. Whereas on these, I would have to crank them up a little bit more. But again, that's because of the open ear design. So it's not fully inside the ear, which is good too, just because that means you can actually hear your surroundings. So, which is why, I was able to still go about my day and still hear everything that's going on around me. So that's a quick look at the TOZO Open earrings.